The stream is live. Hello, everyone. Ooh, this is a new opening screen since yesterday, I think. It's a lot more quick cuts and more action shots here instead of just sort of a more generic thing. But, hello! I'm Christiana Ellis, and I'm going to be playing some Microsoft Flight Simulator. So, it says press any key to start. Let's do it. Technically, I am pressing a button. And it would help if I have the right window selected. And there we go. So we got a little bit of a loading screen here. Now, just as a brief introduction to me and flight simulators, I will now announce that I know very little bit about flight simulators. I've never really played more than a few minutes of any previous version. However, I have played this one a few hours worth. I've got, well, here, let me turn on my light there. That makes me a little more visible. I have played through the training sections of this game and also done a little bit of experimentation with the free flight and some of the other activities. But obviously, you know, it's a bigger thing to move forward. I want to just double check how is my stream looking, because I've got like the bit rate is still working on it, so maybe that'll update eventually. But yeah, so the sky's the limit as far as what options I might try here. I'll probably be very open to anyone in the chat who wants to make suggestions or requests. But for the most part, I will probably go ahead and, in absence of any other suggestions, I'll just kind of pick an activity to do. So let's just briefly look at, our different options here. So we have, world map, where we could create flight plans and pretty much go anywhere in the whole world. That's kind of the selling point of this game, which is kind of neat. And then there's this current live landing challenge with a very challenging airport that has a very narrow runway. I've done that once before, but didn't do very well at it. Then there's the flight training courses, which I have been through once before. They don't take very long to do, and honestly, they're still pretty light. Like, there's a lot of things they don't explain. Like, they teach you the basics of flying one plane, but mostly it's a lot of do this now and do this now, and we're not going to tell you why that is or how it would be different in any other plane or under different conditions, or for that matter, how to tell what the conditions are. But that's okay. Then there's activities, which has a variety of different things to do. So I think probably I'm going to go ahead and start there. And now some of these things can be quite long. I've discovered these bush trips, for example. They're pretty neat, but they are long. So, and I haven't tried any of the landing challenges yet, except for the one that was that sort of weekly challenge. So let's maybe do one of those first. Let's see. Famous, well-known locations and challenges that are well within reach. Focus on fundamental landing techniques, precision and smoothness. Epic, iconic and dangerous places to land. Or strong wind. Okay, well, let's go ahead and maybe start with famous for now. Ooh, wow, there's a lot to choose from. Okay, let's see. We got Jackson. Is that... I mean, it's obviously a wintry landscape. I don't know where Jackson in USA would be. New York, obviously. Quito in Ecuador. Sydney in Australia. Llanada Grande in Chile. Nice in France. Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. And Toronto, Canada. Oh, boy. Well, you know what? I'll just go ahead and pick the first one. But as I've said before, if you're in the chat and you have any suggestions or requests, by all means, let me know. But lurkers are also fine. All right, but let's go ahead and do this. Just figure out if we're... So, like, first of all, this is a plane that I have never done anything with before. It looks like this is a, I've only flown the propeller planes before, so this is a jet, so that's potentially challenging. We'll see if I can even know what the controls are. But yeah, okay. Jackson Hole. And we're gonna start airborne. We're gonna land on that runway, so okay, well, it does give me at least a little guidance here on the speed. 130 knots coming in, and then slow down to 110 knots. And then it tells me the wind speed. Okay, but like, again, like, that means very little to me at this point. Like I vaguely understand the physics that, like, if you're flying into the wind, you're gonna get more lift. But, like, how to actually react to that, or like even tell when it's happening, it's a little crazy still. Yeah, so, but as you can see, like, just graphically, this game is gorgeous. And I learned about this feature called the active pause. Ooh, wow, okay. So let's just gonna hit active pause really quick. Oh, it's not working. Okay, okay, hang on. Wait, I don't even, like, none of my normal instruments look the same. This is a totally different plane. Oh my god, what am I even looking at here? Why is the active pause control not working? I have a key command that's supposed to, let's see, I can, press X, it points me in the direction of the airport. Okay, let's see, what am I looking at here? Okay, so I've got compass, obviously, right here. I've got, like, a variety of things, like, where's my airspeed even showing? God, okay, well, so I can switch to, like, outside the plane mode. Like, I don't know why my active pause isn't working. Alright, there's the... Okay, like, I'm passing the air... Like, so that's the airport over there. I guess I will kind of pass it and maybe try to come around and land from, like, going the other direction. But boy, you know, they just threw me into the deep end with this plane. I don't know what I'm looking at in this one. Like, the only planes that have flown so far are the little propeller ones that are way less complicated than this. Like, for all I know, in this game, it's actually expecting me to like, radio air traffic control and stuff. I don't know if it wants that in the landing challenges or not. But let's see if I can come around. Let's see. I'm gonna need to turn more sharply to get all the way around. Alright. This seems dangerous.
Stall.
Uh-oh. What the hell? Stall? Okay. Well, so I can't tell that anything has happened. I just had an automated voice tell me the word stall. Ugh. Okay. Yeah? This is not going great for the first try. Yeah, baby. Alright. Up! Nope. I overstressed the aircraft and caused critical damage. Alright, well, let's try that again. Okay. So, I think it was expecting me to not turn all the way around like that. So I need to just be paying more attention to... I was looking around at my cockpit too much. And, okay. Alright, so there's the airport. right there. All right, so I need to be need to be coming in like this and do a more gradual turn and not overstress the aircraft, which, you know, it just cuts to black there, but I have to imagine that what that is intending to simulate is like the wings falling off or something. Like, I can only imagine, you know, you have overstressed the aircraft, like, meaning what? Okay, let's see, I need to lower the throttle.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink,
don't sink.
don't sink.
All right, what? But I'm trying to land.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
here. Don't sink, don't sink, landing.
okay.
Don't sink, don't sink.
Landing here.
Okay.
Landing here. Landing here. Landing here.
Um,
Landing here. Landing
So like it's so I press the button.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink,
Landing here.
All right.
Landing here.
500.
Landing here.
Don't sink,
Landing here.
don't sink,
All right.
Landing here.
don't sink.
Lower the throttle. Slow down.
Landing here.
All right. I'm going way too fast and I'm too high.
Landing here.
But let's see.
Landing here.
Oh, I don't think I had my landing gear down. Yeah. I pressed the button, I thought, and it kept saying landing gear. So, like, yeah, I don't know this plane. And that's, you know, like, to the extent that I have a complaint about this game at this point, it's really just that there's an awful lot of stuff that it, like, it just doesn't tell you. Like, it doesn't, like, it's not like it has lots of explanations. Alright, so, I suppose I could practice with this plane in a non-landing challenge scenario before I, Alright, so...
Landing here. Landing here.
Alright.
Landing here. Landing here. Landing
Don't
here.
sink.
Okay.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
So I've got
Don't sink.
the landing gear down, and I heard them go down.
Don't sink. Don't
So
sink.
maybe I just hit the ground too hard.
Don't sink.
But
Don't sink.
so
Don't
the
sink.
Landing here.
so okay, there was a little terrain flag.
Landing here. Landing here.
Okay,
Don't
so
sink.
maybe the landing gear were already out.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Okay, so it was telling me about terrain. And then I think maybe the landing gear was out already and I had put it up.
Don't sink. Don't
Okay.
sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Like, I
Don't
feel like...
sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
All right.
Don't sink. 500. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Alright, I'm gonna do better this time.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
Oh, wait, am I aiming for the right thing here?
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Oh! I'm missing the runway. Ah! Ah! Okay, well. Okay, so I've tried that a couple of times. Maybe, but like I was doing better, right? So I think I'm gonna try something else. So let's do. So the bush flights are pretty cool, but they're long. So like the one that I've played around with already a little bit is Nevada, but Balkans and Patagonia could be fun. But let's go back and maybe just do a little flying around, because one of the neat things here is literally like I can just like choose the whole anywhere in the whole map, and you can have it like set to live weather conditions, which is kind of cool. So like I messed around a little bit with like my local airport would be Logan International. So, like, I could take off from there and explore that area a little bit. And let me change planes, because, like, I've played around with this one a little bit, but let me pick one that I think is a little bit more my speed. Like, where's the one that I, like, these are all, like, little bitty ones. Whoops, what did I didn't even mean to click that. Oh, so this is the one, that, the flight training does. So I'll pick that one for now. And then I think I'm gonna, you know, let's see, let's pick a relatively local one. Oh, there's like Nantucket. Okay, sure, I'll go to Nantucket. And so that is gonna say, okay, so different airports, navlog. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna want to, it's what it's suggesting. Okay, well, so I don't know what I'm doing here. But the other thing that I want to do before I start, actually, or... No, well, sure. Let's just go ahead and stop fussing around with settings and... See, active pause. This is what it's talking about in the tooltip here. What active pause is supposed to do is make everything stop moving for a second, but I can still, like, move the camera around and look around at stuff. And that's really cool for examining all the gorgeous scenery, or, for example, the Boston skyline is going to be taken off there. But ideally, we want that to, you know, work instead of not working. I don't know. Maybe it's, like, I can't imagine any reason why it wouldn't work in the landing challenge version. I did have to go in and set it up in the settings before, but it worked the last time I played, so I don't know if it reset that or what. There are lots of different ways to control this. Right now I'm using a gamepad, which is a PS4 controller hooked up to the PC, but it still requires a number of keyboard controls, and I use the mouse to click around on various things also. That works relatively well, although obviously the hardcore flight simulator people all think you need the fancy joysticks and all that, and the throttle controls. And
Boston Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra ready for south departure at runway 33 left.
Ah, well, good then.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra cleared for takeoff runway 33 left departure to the south of
There's my little got unlimited fuel. That's handy.
Cleared for takeoff runway 33 left Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
One of the things that I really like actually about this plane, compared to some of the others, is that, like, when you're on the ground, you can actually, like, see in front of you. There are a lot of them where, like, the cockpit, like, it goes up so high that you can't see directly in front of you when you're on the ground. All right, so looks like got all the pre-flight checklist stuff set on. So from here, what I need to do is turn off the parking brake, which is a 2-button command, and then I just turn up the throttle. There we go. And I use the rudder, which is the triggers, to steer on the ground until I get up to 55 knots, and then I can take off. Alright. Alright. And then we go and raise landing gear. Okay, that's moot on this one. I think the landing gear doesn't go up on this plane. Alright. And so like the objectives. Oh, it's just giving me objectives this
Cessna
time.
X-ray Golf Sierra, continue for south departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Boston Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra continue for south departure.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, probably they would not. Hey, Boston, permission to buzz the tower. Okay, now the air control. So the active pause, I just turned that on. So now you can take a moment, like it's paused. So I'm not moving around. I can look all around and just check out the graphical stuff. That's really cool. And here's the thing: is like I have flown into Boston Airport because I live here, and not at the airport. This is pretty much what it looks like. Now, one of the things that is a little different, of course, is like some of the textures on the buildings don't match the actual buildings, but like the dimensions and everything do. All right, so here's the thing. I'm gonna, I think, go and buzz around the city a little bit rather than go straight to Nantucket. Like, let's not crash into the tower. And also, like, let's go, check out Boston a bit. Yeah. And then, of course, I can switch to the outside view. And it's got the live weather conditions, which means, like the sun's low in the sky because it's, that's what's actually happening here. It's interesting that it's, oh no, that's just a point of interest. My nav point is back the other way. But yeah. I'm very pleased. I upgraded my computer relatively recently, but my graphics card is actually still a few years old. So I was hoping that it would run well, and it does. Look at that! Wow, that's pretty good. And you can actually like see little cars moving around in the roads down there. That's cool. Now, one of the things that's kind of unique and distinctive about this game is that in principle, like what it's doing is it's live streaming actual satellite map data to make these cities. Like it has the satellite map imagery, and then it pairs that with like the street plans and everything, and like, oh, this building is this tall and so on, to make it look like this. It's pretty cool. Alright, so let's go and fly down over, take a look at, Boston Common. Yeah. And so, like, one of my favorite movie theaters to go to is just right here. And this is a cool little gazebo, so like, going into Boston and that guy around over here. And like in the winter you can ice skate on that, although I never have. So it's kind of cool to be able to look down here. And in fact, actually, this little thing right there, that's the start of what you can walk along the Freedom Trail. So it's kind of neat to be able to just fly over these landmarks that I know. Like, hang on, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Although, I have to say, I feel like it looks like the State House has a bunch of trees coming out of the top of it instead of the actual dome, which is a little weird. Whoa, whoa, whoops. There we we go. All right, and then there's the Zakum Bridge. Oh yeah, this is good stuff. So this down there, that is the Museum of Science, and this building right there is the building that I moved into when I first moved to Boston. Technically, it's in Cambridge, that building. Yeah, you know what? That is funny, just that, like, some of this map data, for example, is populating all sorts of weird, like, trees. Like, that's all not there. But, you know, it's still pretty cool. Like, this is a big mall over there. Flying over Cambridge. That looks pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with how that all looks. But let's now, instead of going on my scenic tour of where I live, let's see what happens when we actually fly to Nantucket. Let's try it. Alright, so here's where, let's see, I'm not very high, so I probably should climb up to, continue to climb to the designated cruise altitude, which I think it was 7,200 feet, so, like, I need to, you know, elevate. Incorrect heading indicator, like, set the heading indicator, press D. Alright.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, you are leaving my airspace frequency change.
Oh, okay. So, I need to be...
Boston Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra frequency change.
Yeah, see, like, I'm playing on, like, the mode with the
Boston
most
approach
assists.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna 152 3 miles west of Boston.
So there's an awful lot of stuff, like, with all of these radio
Request
buttons and
clearance to
everything,
transition Bravo
that I
airspace.
have no idea. Like, request permission to change
Cessna Alpha
airspace, like,
Sierra
I don't
X-Ray
know.
Golf Sierra Boston approach. Squawk 6766.
Alright, so, like, I'm still only at, like,
Cessna X-Ray Golf
2,000
Sierra.
feet, and I'm supposed to be at, like, 7,100 feet for cruising
Cessna
altitude, it
X-Ray
said?
Golf Sierra radar contact 3 miles
Let's
southwest
see,
of Boston, 2,000 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
So, yeah, my flight speed was low, but I'm,
Cleared
like...
through the Bravo airspace Cessna X-Ray Golf
So
Sierra.
I'm adjusting the trim, which is like some of the where the little flaps go. So here my climb a little bit. Actually, oh no! I think it's crashing. Yeah. The game's crashing, which has happened a couple of times. It's probably just going to go back, dump me out back to Windows here in a second, and I'll have to reload it. But yeah, so yep, there we go. Sound cutting out, and I'll have to restart the game here in a second. Yep, there we go. All right. Sorry about that. Like, the game has been running pretty well on my system in terms of smoothness when it's going, but I have had some crashes, more than, like, would be my preference, but it's also pretty new. It's a newish game, so I'm sure that some of that stability will get better as they get some patches out. So while we're waiting for it to boot back up, any thoughts or questions from the viewers in the chat? What sorts of things would you like to see in Microsoft Flight Simulator? And of course, you know, if you don't have any thoughts and you just want to see whatever I'm going to do, that's okay too. But here, yeah, there we go. It's gonna come back in, have to boot back up. Obviously, it won't like remember where I was, so I could try that Nantucket flight again, and then instead of, you know, fussing around in Boston, I could actually, you know, do what my flight plan said. Barrel rolls? Well, that's an advanced move. I could give it a try. Trying to think actually how to do that. I guess, like, I mean, I could give it a try. Like, it's not obvious to me what the control for that would be. I think some planes are probably better suited for it than others. But I could give it a shot. All right. Okay. Get back in through the loading screen here. Welcome. Thanks for the chats there. So I could probably I could go back to that same flight plan, or I could select it anywhere else in the world. Like, I mean, I think that's one of the neatest things about the game that I haven't actually explored all that much yet, is this, that in principle, like, it has the whole world in it. Now, obviously, a lot of that presumably includes flying over oceans, but, you know, anywhere else. I think that's neat. So, as you can see, we got this loading screen coming in, but other than this initial loading screen, the loading screens that I've had going into other activities have not really been that long so far. But also have a relatively fast internet connection and a solid state device hard drive, so those are going to speed some of those things up. But it's always this initial one that takes the longest, which is one amongst many other reasons why I would ideally not like the game to crash. But what are you gonna do? All right, there we go. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's try this again. Let's get my Logan International, set as departure, and then fly down to Nantucket. And I got my Cessna still picked, so let's just do it. Using any special controllers? No, I'm actually, so I've got a PS4 controller here that I've got connected to my PC. Makes it a little bit tricky sometimes because the button, like, key commands that'll flash on screen are for Xbox, so I have to, like, remember which is X, Y, A, and B on that controller because it doesn't match mine. But the gamepad is not enough all by itself. There's like too many different things to do that you can't map everything to a controller button. So I do have to use keyboard for some things. But that's okay. I've still got the keyboard after all. So let's see. So as you can see, we've got this loading screen too, but it's already much further along, and doesn't take quite as long as the other one. But once this is all loaded in, like, there's no loading screens during flight. It just streams the map screen, the map data as you go. So, all right. So, but like I was saying earlier, the game is really cool, but there's like so much complicated stuff in it that it really just doesn't explain it all. Like, when I was trying to do one of the landing challenges earlier, it was like, it just put me in a new plane where the instruments were all totally different. Like, I didn't even know how to read them, and it's just like, figure it out. All right, so turn off the parking brake. Throttle up. Alright. And I'm using the rudders to keep me going straight on the runway here. And now that I'm going fast enough, I take off. Alright. I begin my ascent. In line with the departure runway during the initial climb. Alright.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, continue for south departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Okay. Continue for south departure, but
Boston
like...
Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra continue for south departure.
Okay. So now, follow the on-screen waypoints. Okay, it's buzzing at me because I'm doing too steep an angle. There we go. All right. And boy, it takes I should have turned the other way. All right. So now I'm following that. So let's see. And so let's set my trim, which basically makes it so that I don't have to constantly like hold the joystick up. Whoops. So much.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Boston Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra frequency change.
What is the little beacon?
Boston approach
That's
Cessna
it.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna 152 1 miles southeast of Boston 1,400 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo
Adjust
airspace.
my trim a little lower.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Boston approach. Squawk 0077.
All right. It's so like it's telling me to
Squawk
try to aim for
0077
65
Cessna
knots,
X-Ray
and
Golf
like
Sierra.
the more I'm going up,
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact
like
2
the more I go
miles southeast of
upwards,
Boston,
like my speed
1,800
drops
feet.
down. So
Clear
now I'm
through
trying
Bravo
to
airspace. Maintain on navigation.
like I don't know what that little
Cleared through
blinking
the
yellow
Bravo
light
airspace,
is. Like
Cessna
I don't know what
X-Ray
that
Golf
is.
Sierra.
Okay. So, trying to... There we go. So, I'm climbing in elevation pretty slow. Let me, let's see. But I've got my 65 knots. Pretty close anyway. Let's see, I'm still drifting down a little bit, adjusting the trim. So the trim, I guess, it taught me how to do that. So that's how I get it. So like I don't have to be holding the joystick right now. But you can see my elevation here is going up. And 7,100 feet is what it said was the thingy, the cruise altitude. But hang on, so now that I've been going for a little bit, got the active pause. I can shift to the outside of the airplane. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Yeah. Got my little plane. Now, one of the things that I haven't played around with yet is that, like, apparently you can, like, right now it's set to be using, like, live weather and environmental conditions. So, like, it's matching what it is actually here right now by checking the internet for, like, what time it is and what the weather's like and stuff. But I could change it. So, like, in theory, I could change it to be, like, night. Right. Let's see. Some of this stuff. Like, so this air traffic control, camera, checklist, like I have nav log. Okay. Yeah, so like I didn't start the stopwatch when I should have. Like, I'm still learning a lot of this stuff because, like I said, it really doesn't. It doesn't give you a lot of help. Oh, weather. Okay, here we go. Clear skies. What if I make it overcast? Oh! Whoa! What about snow? Oh shit! I would, oh man! That's crazy! Like you can just barely see the land below down there. So like live weather I could always do like storm. Ooh! Whoa. Ah! Lightning. Okay. So what if I set it back to live weather? Which is, you know, live, obviously. But then I could, if I did clear skies, but, wow, look at all that. Time. Oh dang! Oh man, that's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna set it back to live right now, and then here we go. But that is very cool. All right, so let's you know, get back to what I'm doing here. That is a lot of cool stuff. Okay, so I'm still slowly climbing my elevation. Actually, I need to adjust my trim down up a little bit more. There we go. So set it heading indicator. Like, but like I don't know what that is. Like that my heading indicator, like so like alright. Yeah, so relatively stable right now, so it's just kind of like this is kind of what I, you know, when I've talked about what like drew me to this game when I haven't really done flight simulators before. But I saw the review of it, and first of all, just obviously it looks gorgeous. But I think what kind of seemed really appealing about it right now is that it requires my full attention, but here, let me adjust my trajectory a little bit more because I'm just a little bit off. You know, aim myself a little bit back closer to the red line here. Well, let's see, I'm passing some, what are these, points of interest? Here, let me see what those are. Like, I don't even know what these things are. Here, we'll look at. Alright. Yeah. Here we go. But, so, it's relaxing in the sense that it requires focus, but it's not frantic, or at least most of the time it's not. Yeah, very chill. That's exactly what it is. Like it's beautiful. Like, but also like there's times when obviously you're having to do stressful, complicated things, and obviously I'm flying one of the easiest to fly planes right now with as many of the assists on as I can. But it's not, you know, stressful most of the time. Like there's a lot of just like, okay, now just do this for a while, because you can see like 72 like nautical miles to go. Like that's a ways. Like to get to Nantucket is gonna be a ways. I feel like I'm drifting. You know what? Oh, I bet that's the wind. I was just gonna say, like, I keep drifting to one side, so I have to keep sort of adjusting my trajectory. You know, I'm trying to get back on the little red line there, but you can see me like when I'm not touching the controller, you can see I'm sort of drifting to the left there. And now, since I don't have to be dealing with the instruments very much right now, I can just kind of get out up here. Here, let me get rid of this checklist. I don't need that on the screen right now. So 163, I think, is the heading that the navlog said, but it's kind of even more beautiful from the outside. You know, some of the planes that I've flown around in a little bit, experimented with, you know, the thing that I find the most frustrating about being in the cockpit view is that, like, it blocks your view of the ground. Like, it's like, oh, yes, navigate to this bridge, and it's like, what, the bridge that I can't see because the floor of the airplane is in the way? But yeah, I mean, look at this. And it's like, yeah, this is beautiful. Now, like, my understanding is that this, you know, like, I have a pretty good gaming computer, so, like, you know, I can't guarantee how this will look on anybody's computer. You know, I would certainly suggest people check out what the recommended and suggested, you know, requirements are. But, you know, but hey, this is pretty good. So it's interesting to see kind of how some of the different controls work, because right now, so first of all, I can control the rudder of the plane with the triggers. So like a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. You can see that's the vertical one on the tail, right? And then using the joystick, I can go around like that, right? And so if I want to try to barrel roll, that's how I'm going to do it. My only concern about doing a barrel roll is that this game absolutely does suddenly cut to black and say, you have overstressed your airplane, which,
X-ray Golf Sierra, you are leaving my airspace radar service terminated. Squawk 1200.
so you can, and then that'll just like cut to black, and I believe the cutting to black is meant to obscure, like, well, you know, you just ripped your wings off, so. But so, like, I would try a barrel roll, except I don't want to, like, erase the progress of what I've done so far here. Oh, well, you know, I'm curious, though. Like, would I be able to go all the way around if I did? You know, like, I am curious. That's certainly something I'll probably want to try. Man, look at that sunset. Oh, man. This game is friggin' gorgeous. Yeah, so you can see I'm sort of very gently, very gradually moving back to sort of merge on the little true through line here. You know, I'm aimed a bit more south. Okay, oh, you know what? I just realized I have now crossed my target cruise altitude. So now I will, you know, adjust my trim a little bit to not,
maintain 9,600 feet. Expect vectors, visual runway, tree right approach.
Like, was that to me? Maintain 9,600 or something? Like that's not what the other thing said. So.
Climb and maintain 9,600 feet. Expect vectors visual runway tree right approach. United 734.
Okay, like, are they talking to me? Like, I don't know. Because, like, when I saw the navlog thing, like, like, I thought it said before I started that, like, the cruise altitude was, like, 7,100 feet. So, alright, I'm actually still sort of climbing a little bit. Let me, oh, man. But, yeah, like, doing this at sunset. And then, of course, like, I could change the time for it to be sunrise and have...
734, you are 700 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 9,600 feet altimeter to 9.902.
Alright, well, it seems like it's telling me to do 9,000 feet. Maybe I'm misremembering the number. Like, you know, the fact that I got to where I thought I was...
Maintain 9,600 feet, United 734.
Oh my god, I'm working on it! Alright, these air traffic controller guys are, you know, uptight. Who would have thought? I'm almost back on the little red line there on the tracking, though. Okay. Oh, man. Pheasant field. Yeah, just flying down that New England coast, Massachusetts coast. Oh, look, you can see Cape Cod. Look at that. It's all up around there. And then, like, the islands past it. Yeah, so, well, obviously right there is Nantucket where I'm going. Alright. So I'm still climbing. Continue to climb to designated cruise altitudes on objective. So, yeah, see, I could, let's see, let me get back on, now that I've met up with the line. So, I've got the, my little compass is right up there. Yeah, see, it's continuing to try to blow me, in the, you know, out to sea. Alright, so I'm about to cross 9,000 feet. Oh. Well, see, now it's, like, kind of, whoops, what am I doing here? Alright. Oh, wait, no, that way. Alright. Adjust my trim a little bit more. Like, alright. I wonder if it's like the wind is changing or something, like I'm drifting down more, or if it's like the elevation. Because I'm trying to get to 9,600 feet. Alright, I'm doing these very fine little adjustments here, and I can, and like some of the controls are complicated because, like, for example, if I'm holding the button.
34 descend and maintain 2,600 feet.
Wait, what? I didn't even hear what he just said that time. Incorrect heading indicator, but like.
Descend and maintain 2,600 feet, United 734.
Oh, so that's not me, though.
United 734, descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
Like, I'm not United. I'm hearing other air traffic control stuff. So, okay. Wait, did I put it in?
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet, United 734.
Okay, wait. Oh, hang on. Did I accidentally pause it? I did. Yeah. Oops. Okay. Okay. All right. So I am above 9,600 feet. It's my objective. Like. All right. Let's get that trim down. And like to set the heading indicator. Like, I don't know if I've got the. Back down a little bit because I'm above the so like it keeps telling me set the nav indicator, but I hit that button and it doesn't. I'm not sure what it's doing. Yeah. All right. Going back down. I wonder if the assists are telling, like, first of all, like it's still saying that I should be continue to climb to the designated cruise altitude. So like it thinks that I should still be going up. Like I don't know how to read this thing. Like I know that it's like a clock where the small hand is the, you know, the thousands of feet, but like I don't know what some of these other little indicators are all about. So, but you know, it says continue to climb, so I'll try that. Yeah, look at all those little all these little roads going out to like these private beaches and stuff like that. Yeah, so like here on the simplified one, like I'm at like 10,500. So like I don't know why it's telling me to like, what is my? Hang on, I'm gonna mess around in the menus a little bit here because I want to try to figure out why it like. Oh, I don't want to do that. What? Okay. So this is the air traffic control menus. Okay. 6,600 feet. Oh. United 734. Am I United 734? I guess I am, because I mean, because I don't see any others on there. Like, so this is exactly what I'm talking about in terms of like this game just doesn't tell you any of this stuff. Okay. Yeah, well, I think that the maps are probably, yeah, so in the chat saying you can choose other dates, like years too, it would be interesting to compare the same flyover. I don't think that it'll have like the maps from 1985 or anything like that. I think it's only going by like weather. Yeah, so I guess I am united. All right, so like, but this says objectives continue to climb. Like, navlog. Like, but like, more map. What's this thing? So like all these checklist things that I was like supposed to do, like all right, well, so I don't know. Like, and then it keeps telling me incorrect heading indicator, but like, let me just double check something here. Let me. Okay, so let's try now that I'm paused. Like, I hit the key that it's saying is heading indicator, but like I don't know what that's like. I don't understand what that's supposed to be doing. Oh well. Alright, so given that the air traffic control is now saying like go lower, I guess I will. Airspeed above. Well, but then it's still saying climb though. See, like there's some wonky stuff here. Like, all right, but yeah, I'm descending now, so I figure like that was the latest air traffic control thing. It said descend and maintain 2,000 feet, so I will. And so I'm going pretty fast. So I actually turned the throttle down a little bit. I don't need to descend that fast, I guess. I want to keep my speed in the green area. Oh man, it's getting dark now. I'm gonna have to land in the dark. Oh man, land on a tiny island airport in the dark. Airspeed above 65 knots. So like to reduce speed during climb, but like, am I? It still thinks I'm supposed to be climbing. Like that's where I'm confused. Like so much about this game is very cool, but like to set the heading indicator, press D. Press D? Yeah, pressing D doesn't do anything. So like I don't know what its issue with me right now is. So I'm still descending, which is good. Let's look at what my various things are here. So like got a little compass here. Like none of these things, like some of these things I can sort of grab with the mouse to control. Like the throttle is right here, although I can't really see. Like probably one of these things is like the light to be in here. Like some of these I can like click stuff, altimeter calibration, but I don't know how to do any of that stuff. And again, like it's whatever. Like, it's just crazy. Why I don't know. Oh well, I guess it is what it is, right? Like that's one of the things that I think is probably going to be interesting to see. Ooh, look at that stuff lit up. Ooh. Wow, look at that. Wow. It's gorgeous. see the little like beacon lights looking up there? Some of the other places that I could probably be going. So let's see. I'm drifting off of my line again. So let's see if I can't correct that a bit. It's so beautiful, and like I said, you know, like it just reminds me again. See, there's such a fine line between something that like could be seen as boring, like, because there's big chunks of this where I'm kind of just sitting and it's like, okay, I'm on my way, nothing else needs to happen. Okay, maybe I need to adjust my heading just a little bit, just look around. But then again, it's like, it's so beautiful, and like the engine noise is almost kind of just this white noise drone. It is relaxing because it requires my attention, so I can't really think too much about anything else while I'm doing it. Like, you know, once I get a little more, you know, routine with it, probably, you know, could focus more on other things. But then, like, you move to more complicated planes, right, where you have to do all of these other things. Oop. All right, now, oops, hang on. Yep, there we go. All right, so now I'm back on the line. Let's get back on. But yeah, so when I watched a video review of this game, and I just looked at it and I said, like, that looks like the video game antidote to like doom scrolling for me. And I've never really been into flight simulators at all before, so I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe that's actually part of, like, you know, they just don't explain stuff because maybe their assumption, like the default assumption from the designers, is that this game is for people who know who know flight simulator stuff already. So, like, my air traffic control told me to descend and maintain 2,000 feet. So I'm doing that even though my little objective thing says to continue to climb. I'm going to just turn that off because, like, it's not helping me right now.
Boston approach JetBlue 774 is out of 9,900 feet for 2,000 feet.
Yeah, so, like...
JetBlue 774 Boston approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29.
Well, see, now it's talking about a different flight. Like, was I United 734? I don't think I am. So maybe I really wasn't ever that. Like, JetBlue, because Boston approach, like, because that's the Boston frequency. Like, I have no idea what that's all supposed to be. So, like, but what I was going to say, actually, what I started to say is that some of the reviews I read that also talked about what I'm talking about now, which is to say, it doesn't tell you how to do anything. Like, the flight training stuff is very basic, and it does get you started, but then there's so much stuff it just doesn't explain at all. And I mean, I guess that's okay, but I'm sure they're gonna, you know, people who do know all this stuff are gonna come out with, like, tutorial videos and stuff that are just gonna be like, here's what these instruments are actually indicating, and here's how you know when you're supposed to, like, what you're supposed to be doing, how you're supposed to respond to those air traffic controller things, like, are you supposed to be doing stuff with it? So I've definitely got, like, wind, like, I can feel it in the controls, but also, like, in theory, do I have an instrument that shows me that? Because I can't, like, I don't know what I'm looking at. And see, like, that 50 feet, like, what does that 50 feet mean? Alright, so I'm like, I think that I wasn't supposed to be responding to any of those air traffic control things. I think I was always supposed to be at that original cruising altitude that it said. But yeah, I mean, look at that. Like, it's just beautiful. And you know, like it takes a while to do, but again, it's just this it's like meditative, right? It's you know, thoughts can come and go, but I still have to just concentrate on this. It's like concentrating on your breathing when you're meditating. All right, my altitude's still dropping a little bit. Yeah, see when I move the camera around the outside view. So yeah, I can. So I've never been at the at that airport before, so we'll see how it looks. But I'm still a ways away, like 38 nautical miles. Like, I'm trying to think, like, you know, it was something like, was it only like 80 something to begin with? I think it was. So that means I've got a ways to go still. Yeah. Incorrect heading indicator. See, I feel like I wish that I here. Hang on. All right, let's look at the controls here a little bit. So, keyboard profile. Let's see. Instruments and systems, like look at all this complicated stuff. Like I don't know if my plane even does some of that stuff. Okay, but I can search here. Excuse me, burp. Okay, increase heading bug, decrease heading bug. Set heading indicators D, but like so that's the right key, but like I don't. Like if I do it though. Like I hit D and it doesn't change anything. Alright, still dropping a little bit, so adjusting the trim back upward. See, again, it's like D, but I hit D and what happens? Nothing. Like it doesn't make the instrument go away, it doesn't. And like, again, like I don't even know what some of this stuff means. Like the 50, like, you know, maybe like I'm supposed to be like aiming right at it, like. Here, let's. If I could try. Right. So like if I'm, whoop, see, the control to adjust the trim is the same key as to move the camera. Oh, okay, weird, Cape Cod. All right. Like if I keep it, you know, aimed like that for a while, see if it keeps giving me the. So like I keep zooming into the instrument panel because the button to do that is the same button I use to adjust the trim, except like if I hold Y and hit down on the D-pad, that adjusts the trim. But if I don't hold Y, then down on the D-pad adjusts the camera. But see, again, like, all right, now that other thing was control insert, like, but like control is also my like active pause. I don't know. I have to look some of this stuff up, I suppose. But man, yeah. All right. So the very exciting thing here will be for me to, you know, get all the way to Nantucket and then crash trying to land in the dark. All right, so I've now entered Cape Cod Airport airspace. So like in theory, oh, interesting. It's showing me little landing runways, I guess. Get back on my line again. Oh, interesting. Like it's blue when I suppose I'm aiming the right way for the approach, but then when I steer away, they turn red. Well, now they didn't again, so like I don't, who even knows? All right, so I am climbing again, which is probably fine. So yeah, but yeah, lots of little airports around here. Highways. Yeah, see, like it's probably not rendering the individual cars at this altitude. Yeah, I'm gonna, you know, like, here, this is, you know, Cape Cod, right? So, you know, if I were to, like, that's the Cape Cod airport, but, you know, the actual Cape Cod continues on that way, and I'm continuing south. Nantucket is where the Wings sitcom was set, I believe. And I'm realizing now that although I can imagine all the characters of that show, I don't think I could name a single one of them. I could name probably several of the actors, but not the characters. Yeah, Anthony Shalhoub, Michael Hayden Church, Tim Daly, Brian Weber. Can't remember the actress's name. Oh look, there's another plane. Can I see it? Oh look, there it is. Yeah. Nice. Alright. I wish it would stop putting that little thing up because, you know, I mean, I don't know what it's referring to, and pressing the key that it talks about doesn't do anything for me, so... Like... Can't grab anything there. Hit the key in here. Nothing. Like, I don't know. I have to look up what's up with that. Yeah. So I'm about to, yeah, see? Like, why, you know, I mean, I wouldn't worry about it if it didn't keep popping it up with me. So, like, this is a compass. directional gyros, like tuned directional gyros. Like I don't know what those are. My VOR radio, like I don't know what half of these instruments do, and this is the plane that it does the tutorial with. Like there's a point in the tutorial where it just says, align your aim marker with the nav point, and I'm like, what is the aim marker? And I mean, I kind of like have sort of half-assed it as meaning approximately like staring right ahead of where I'm sitting, like, you know, like having it right there. Incorrect heading indicator, but like, what is... You know what? Here, let me try something. I'm going to try setting it to something else. See, that's the other thing, is that going back and forth between the different inputs. Yeah, see, there's nothing on the gamepad. But what if I... Oh, wait. My keyboard is still not matched up. That's why. Okay, hang on. Okay, wait, I think I've solved something here. Let's try this. Oops. Okay, it still didn't do anything. Never mind. I use the Dvorak keyboard layout on my computer because I don't know, contrary that way, which is basically just different mapping for the keyboard. And so I thought that, yeah, maybe that when it was telling me to hit D, I'm hitting the D key, but it's not registering as a D because of the Dvorak. And that seems like it was maybe the case. But then I also hit, like I fixed it and hit what it should register as a D, and it also hasn't done anything. Or at least I haven't seen it do anything. Let's see if it stops giving me that message. Because if that's all it did, that would be appreciated. Like, even if that's all it did. Like, what is that over there? Like, this doesn't even give me a tooltip for that. Alright, but yeah. Ooh. It's so dark flying over the ocean. I can only just imagine doing this in the times before, you know, pilots had like GPS and stuff. Yeah, you know, I didn't really anticipate when I decided to pick this route that, you know, if I do the live conditions, it's going to be dark. Oh, look, I can start to see the little airport runway lights off there in the distance. I'm sure as I get closer, I'll be able to see more of the Nantucket Island, you know, stuff. Maybe Tim Daly will wave at me. Just kind of, you know, showing that. No, suppose that because it's not giving me anything. I wonder if that's even the right phase of the moon. I mean, I feel like it must be, right? Like, why would they have a whole live weather setting and be able to model the weather here in Boston if they're not also going to know the phase of the moon? Gosh, it's kind of scary doing this now, like at night where you can't even like see anything. Again, like I'm saying, I was just like, imagine doing this when you didn't have maps or anything, and like literally the only way you would navigate is just by saying, well, I know what my compass says, and according to my flight plan, I'm supposed to make the compass point this direction and then fly at this speed for this many minutes. And that's where I'm supposed to be, and then you just kind of hope that you see the landmark you're looking for. Alright. Huh. My little stream bitrate thing is not updating. Determining quality, I don't know what that's all about. Anyway. Does the stream look okay? I mean, you know, I had people watching, so... yeah. Gosh, I'm scared now. I'm just looking ahead, and it's like it's so dark. I'm gonna have to try to land this plane on, like, I've landed this plane a couple of places otherwise, but I've never tried landing it in the dark before. Hang on, oh, yeah. I accidentally click away from the window, I lose my control. Let's see, I guess I'm still climbing a little bit. Probably don't need to do that. Pitch down a little bit. Oh man. Yeah, this is scary. Going into the dark like that. I suppose as I get close, like I can kind of see the lights up there, and maybe I'll see more when I'm getting closer, because I'm still, you know, 23 plus nautical miles, so it's a little ways, I guess, but maybe it'll light up, so like that stuff that's on the Cape Cod airport, maybe that'll light up when I enter the airspace, which according to this little map, I believe this little orange line is what indicates that. So now I'm getting to where, you know, I don't necessarily have to just go by the compass or the line, because I can actually, like, you know, see the place. You know, it just occurred to me that, you know, my sweet little face here is blocking some of the instruments. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if anyone watching really cares about that, but I could put myself up in the upper right corner if that would be better. But that's not how these things usually work. Video game streamers and all usually do one of the bottom corners, it seems like. Oh. Gosh, you know, like I was just talking before about how chill it all was, and it's a little bit less chill going into the dark like this. It's like, and that's with the horizon still lit up a little bit, like even as it goes completely dark. I mean, it's still beautiful. But, you know, like, look at the stars up there. Yeah. Getting there. You know, so that was one of the things I guess I didn't anticipate either with this particular route, is that it was going to have this period over water. Like, when I did... in a previous session, when I did one of the bush flights, it was over Nevada, like I knew it was long because some of those flights are long, because like it's meant to be like real time, right? So, you know, however much time it's taking me to fly to Nantucket from Logan, like that's supposedly how long it would really take. So, you know, some of these flights take a while if you're actually going places. That's why sometimes, like, if you want to do a longer flight, you would maybe get, like it wouldn't take so long if I was in a faster plane, right? Oh, starting to see more of the island. You know, still not very much, but a little more. See some of the blinky lights there, and then some of this, you know, some other stuff getting there. shift frequencies. Like, some of these buttons supposedly swap standby and active comm frequencies. Active nav frequencies. You know, I haven't been getting that, message. So I guess I did figure out the, you know, I figured out that piece of it at least, right? Just got a nice stable flight right now. Like my altitude's not even changing up much. You know, just very slowly decreasing. Ooh. So even though it's like been scary flying over the, you know, the water in the dark here, you know, seeing the island kind of emerge is kind of nice and reassuring. And again, it's like I can only just imagine trying to do this in a real plane where, you know, like if you don't have unlimited fuel like I do in this simulation, yeah, that would be a problem. And just this idea of like, oh, well, yeah, if I were to crash here, I would probably die. So that would be a lot more stressful, right? But, you know, just imagining being here in the dark, going ahead and, you know, but then you see your destination kind of arriving out of the darkness a long ways off. Yeah. Adjusting my... Once again, I kind of drifting off of the my little programmed red line. And see, like, just as another example of stuff it just doesn't tell you is like, what do all the little symbols on the little VFR map mean? I mean, I can guess at some of them, but yeah. All right, and so like those little lights, like the little directional lights, maybe that suggests that's like the direction I'm supposed to approach from, I think. Like how it's kind of indicating a left to right thing. Then there's also just this blinking one. Is that like just the angle that makes it look like it's just a blink and not a... Oh, well, we'll see. I mean, I'll, you know, 16 nautical miles away, we're getting closer. Which, actually, I wonder if I should start getting a little lower. I mean, I can circle around if I need to. Or I'll fly all this way and then crash at the end. Oh, almost completely dark now. Lost the moon. Oh, there it is. You know, when the moon is like that, I always, as a kid, used to imagine that it was God's fingernail clipping. Starting to see a little bit more detail on the island there. And it does look like this right-hand light is just blinking. It's not a directional thing like that. And so, but like, again, like I look at all of these little instruments, like this AOA, like I can kind of see that it responds to me moving my controls around. Like, what's it meant to indicate? I don't know. Also, these flaps, like I know how to do trim, but the flaps, let me briefly look at what the it says the controls are for flaps. Okay. Flight control. So increase flaps, decrease flaps, extend flaps, like retract flaps. Like for all I know, I should have been doing this all along. Like I've been making things hard on myself by not doing it. But well, so let's try that. Okay. So my flaps look like they're all the way in one direction. So it was 6 and 8. Alright, F6 is not doing anything. Oh, there we go. So, okay, that's making me go up. Alright. Okay. So, I don't know. I probably need to redo the training things now that I've, Here, let me get my back in the cockpit and get my aim a little bit better again here. Although, again, I should probably be descending a little bit at this point. I don't know. Certainly don't need to be going up any higher. Like, I know that flaring the flaps with F8 was something that it said to do, like, when I'm landing, like, just right about to touch down. But I feel like the flaps, like, I've been good at adjusting the trim, and I think that it's supposed to be a little bit like the flaps are course control, like COARSE, and the trim is supposed to be the fine control. But boy, I just haven't been, like, I don't know, you know? Because once again, like, the game sure didn't tell me what I was supposed to do. Alright. I'm definitely going to start going over this way. Because I feel like I'm supposed to follow those lines, right? Those little lights. So I want to be where I'm going to be able to... Oh, see, and now I'm going up again. Because I think as I turn, there's more wind that way. So at the same, like, speed and other settings, you know, that made me go up. Still 10 miles away, though. Like, I'm not used to doing this at night. This is, like I said, it's kind of scary. Like, does it even matter which... Like, I would imagine in a real airport, it absolutely does matter which way you go on the airport. On the runway, I mean. But, oh. You know what? Like, let me just get there, and then I can circle around and figure that out if I need to. Although that's, you know, when I get the go to black because I have overstressed my airplane, like, that has almost always been when I'm trying to, like, circle around. Oh man, getting close now. It's ready to be stressful again. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. That seems to indicate that I'm supposed to, what, go around, like, from the far side, and then circle around to go that way? That's what that looks like, right? I mean, like, they're not blue. Okay. It looks like, yeah, I'm supposed to kind of be approaching from... Uh-oh. Hang on. Get my heading indicator. Told me that again. But like... Okay. Okay, so now Nantucket Memorial Airport. It's good. Like, I'm a little confused though, like, okay, well, so like, I'm trying to interpret the three-dimensionality of this little landing approach thing. Oh man, look how much stuff is on there now that I'm close. Yeah. See, I feel like I'm supposed to be approaching from that other side, but like... Like, why would... Like, is that supposed to be my approach? Is that what that's supposed to be? Is that what that is indicating? I don't know. Like, they were blue when I was coming into Cape Cod. Oh, you know what? Maybe. Like... The other thing I'm seeing is just, like, look at, like, this little thing right there. Is that not a runway? What is that? I guess I'll have to just get closer. I don't know. Well, see, I think with the air traffic controller, like, I didn't switch over to that frequency or something. But I don't... you know, I don't know how to tell it to do... Like, how do I contact Nantucket Memorial? Like, what do I do to say, hey, you guys, you know, talk to me. See, that looks like a runway. Right? Right? And I'm not even seeing those other lines anymore. Maybe those red things are supposed to be like, don't, like, yeah, see, I don't even know. I'm going to go for this thing that looks like a runway here. So I'm going to... So I'm reducing my airspeed. Preparing to land. Oh, my objectives just suddenly kicked in again. Alright. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, nope. Alright. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Alright, where's my F8 for flaps? Okay. Flaps. Flaps. Ah. Ah. Ha ha. I did it! I did it! Oh my god! Okay, so I know how to slow down and do brakes, but like, where do I taxi away? Oh, here. Oops. Oops. Okay. Alright, okay, so I've stopped. I need to bump up my throttle a little bit to be able to move. So that I can leave the runway and just drive right into the grass. Okay. Tune ATC radio. Uh-oh. Ah! There we go. Like, hang on. Okay, active pause. So, tune Nantucket ground. Okay, like, why did that suddenly... Alright. Request taxi to parking.
Nantucket ground,
Ah!
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra taxi to parking.
Okay.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway cross runway 30 cross runway 24 Alpha.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway cross runway 30 cross runway 24 Alpha Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Alright, you're saying a lot of numbers at me, but I know how to follow blue arrows. Oh, man. Heading indicator. Alright. Oh, my God. I did it. I did it. It would have been nice if I knew better what I was trying to do, but, yeah. I get to go and park my plane now. Alright, so I guess I could probably throttle up a little bit. Here we go. So I don't want to be going fast enough to like be taking off again, but you know, to not be driving so slow on the ground. Hey, Prince Justin. Welcome if you just arrived. Okay, wait, what? Why do my arrows stop? Like, okay, am I... Like, it's telling me where to go. But, like, why did I have a bunch of arrows and then have them suddenly stop? Only, I guess they start again up there? Like, so many things in this game, that, like the arrows like went underground or something. There we go. Flying indeed. All right. Yeah. All right. Who knew that just trying to find a place to park would also be its own adventure? Cross runway 30. Maybe that's where the arrows disappeared, was when I was crossing the runway. Alright. Going too fast, so let me, whoop! There we go. Using my rudder to steer. Yes, this is the brand new, only just released this week version of Flight Simulator. And if you just tuned in, you missed the more visually impressive part when I did basically the flight from Boston Logan to right here where I am on
Cessna
Nantucket.
X-Ray Golf Sierra hold position caution other traffic.
Hold position Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
I had to hold.
Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra continue taxi.
Okay. All right.
Roger, Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Oh, did I put the brake on? Here we go. Yeah, that's funny that it actually just had like a little truck go by and it's like, no, stop, stop. Alright. If I could see and it wasn't dark, because it's actually dark here, I got my live weather conditions, I'd probably be able to see better and not go off-roading in my little, my little Cessna here. But, yeah. Beep, 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 beep. Alright. Cool. Okay. Ah! Look at this little guy! Okay. I stopped maybe a little too early. Oh no. Okay. Like. Okay. Um. Oh man, they modeled a little guy and everything, but like I can't. I can't go any more though. Like, am I like? Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Okay. Shift Control E. Ah! I did it. All right. End the flight. So I stopped the main engine. Okay. Now what? I feel like it's gonna model me getting out of the plane and like I can't even see, like, he's got the people in the... Okay, I stopped the main engine. What do I... Engine not started. Like, okay, but I was... To shut down engine. Okay, hang on. Let me test something here. Okay. But didn't I do that? Like, the engine is stopped. So, I don't... Alright, well, you know what? I could just decide that the flight is over, because it seems like it is, although I don't know why it's not. Like, maybe that's just where it finishes. Okay, so... Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, so, yeah. Alright, let's go to the main menu. Okay, so that was fun. So let's explore something else. Like, the big appeal of this game is that you're supposed to be able to go anywhere in the world. Does anyone have suggestions for, you know, like something you'd want to see? Or we could do like one of these activities that has their own flights that are like sightseeing stuff. And then obviously we can also fly somewhere that's not over water at, let's see, Lukla Airport in Nepal. All right, let's find it. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Look at that. All right, Nepal is what? It's like, am I, give me a little help here. My geography is failing me. Nepal is, it would be, to zoom in a little closer maybe. Here, let's see if I can search, Nepal. Let's see. Are these south of Patala Palace? Well, first of all, let's... Oh, wait, what? No, that's not right. Yeah, that's like... Just like... Okay. That's like some town in Italy named Nepal or something. What about that one? There we go. Nepal. Like the map is not very detailed here. let's see. Zoom out. Okay. Is that right? Is that LUA? Let's see if oh, is that, would that be it? With, I mean, it says VNLK, but all right, well, so let's set that as a departure. And then, I don't know, let's, I mean, we don't have to set another airport as a departure, but that's kind of fun. Sure, just, that's a nearby one. Oh, wow, that's a long way. So that would be like almost 2 hours to fly that. So maybe we won't do a departure. Maybe we'll just, you know, or, you know, we can, whoops, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Here, yeah, we don't have to set it, you know, we don't have to, here we can also set as arrival. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we'll just fly around there a little bit. So I'll do the Cessna still. Also, let's make, you know, even though obviously right now it would seem to indicate that it's, you know, early in the morning and not light yet, let's set it to be daytime so that we can see. Nope, shoot. There we go. Let's load it up. So my understanding is that it's using all sorts of satellite imagery for maps and so on, and that some of the airports they've actually like custom built to make it match perfectly, but that some of the airports are sort of like interpolated. So like they might not look 100% right, but should be pretty good. Ooh. Ooh. So, what do you think? How's it look, Paul? Since that's it? All right, cool. All right. Okay, let's see. I can announce taxi.
Victor November Lima Kilo traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray
welcome.
Golf Sierra is taxiing to runway 24.
It's a runway to a drop-off. Oh, yeah, look at that. I feel like yeah. Ah! Oh my god, look at that. That's bonkers. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know how to increase the throttle, thank you. It's amazing to fly. Well, we're gonna fly out of it right now. So let's see how it goes. All right, turn off the parking brake. To answer the question, I am a total noob. I have maybe like 4 or 5 hours in on this game specifically, but other than that, like I'm totally a newbie to flight simulators, like at all. But I saw the, you know, well, okay, RIP. We'll see. I do have it set to like the easiest settings, so we'll see how this goes. Ah, it's like a roller coaster. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, is my airspeed not working? Okay, there we go. There we go. Climb angle too low. Laps track.
Victor November Lima Kilo traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 1 miles southwest 9,400 feet inbound to land runway 6.
Alright, since, you know, so like it's trying to tell me how to go back around to land at the airport again, because that's
Victor November Lima Kilo traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf
I told
Sierra
it we were going to do.
Runway 6 to land.
But obviously what we actually care about is just sightseeing here. If you bank back in the direction of the airport, heading towards Everest, huh? Ooh, okay, yeah, I need to feel like why is my engine throttled so low? Oh, you know what? I think because I told it that I was gonna. Oh. All right. I think because I told it that I was gonna land back at the airport, it's trying to help me do that. Oh dear. This is yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let me try to get some altitude where I'm not gonna crash into a mountain first. But yeah, like why is my? There we go. Let's get the throttle up. Yeah, I think because I have all of these assists on. Yeah, it's trying to help me move into land. I shouldn't have told it to do that. How to like? That noise is annoying. Like, how do I tell it? Like, how do I change that? Like, I don't know how to retroactively tell it. Please, I don't want to do that anymore. Actually, try to control your joystick for finer turnaround. Yeah, that's probably a good tip. Like, I think part of, like I said, I think part of what's happening right now, I mean, there's a lot of things that I don't know, so who knows. But I think that sometimes I'm struggling with wind, and I think sometimes I might be struggling with, like, the AI trying to help me do something I don't actually want to do. Like, why is my throttle still, like, going down? Like, I'm holding the up throttle button, and am I stalling or something? Oh dear. Uh-oh. This is bad. Yikes! Yikes! Trees! Ah! 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 Well, it's a good thing those trees are not modeled right now. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Taxi aircraft towards destination. Okay. Well, that's exciting. I have 0 throttle, except that I'm holding the button to, like, throttle control is at 100. So, like, that's, like, yeah, so I don't know what the deal there is, but, yeah. So, what I'm going to do, you know what, let me try this. I'm going to go back to the main menu and reselect this airport without setting, so check mixture. First, let me briefly say, I absolutely appreciate all these tips, but also I don't know how to do that. This game does not tell me any of these things. Like, I went through the like this flight training stuff, and it doesn't cover anything like that. So I do appreciate it, but I don't know how to check the mixture. Okay, so let's set this as departure, and not set an arrival, and just go. All right. So now, at the very least, let's see. Mixture is a red knob thing next to the throttle. Okay. So, so now at least I shouldn't have the AI trying to help me land again. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's look here. Okay, so this is the mixture, right? Okay, mixture control. I want that, what, all 100%? All right. Okay, so I don't care about air traffic control right now. They can go away. And for that matter, I don't know if I really care about the map. All right, so let's turn off the parking brake and throttle up. All right. because I have it on the easiest mode with all of the assists, and like, so sometimes I think it's, you know, like the AI, I could feel the AI fighting me. All right. Okay, and I don't have to raise landing gear in this plane. Okay. Flaps.
Kathmandu Center, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna 152 1 miles southwest of Victor November Lima Kilo. Request flight following.
Okay.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kathmandu
All right.
Center. Squawk 0003.
Okay, good. Yeah, I need that in the higher altitudes. That is good to know.
0003 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
All right.
X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact 1 mile southwest of Victor November Lima Kilo 9,500 feet. Altimeter 29.92.
Yeah, so
Copy,
this is
Cessna X-Ray Golf
definitely
Sierra.
more like what I'm used to from flying this plane in the other locations. All right. So let's see, I can go back towards the airport. You said to be pointing towards Everest? Is that Everest? Here, and I can switch to the outside view here. Oh, wrong direction. Yeah, that would make sense. The engine stalling. That would make sense for what I was experiencing. All right, so which direction do I need to be going? My AOA. So tell me about the AOA. Like, what does that? I'm going to stall, huh? Like. There we go. Whoa, whoa. I didn't mean to trim that much. Okay. Whoa. These are some steep mountains. Here we go. Wow, I feel like it's over controlling right now. Like compared to when I just did the before coming here. Maybe I'm just not used to the mountains being so steep, so it's weirding out my controls. Oh boy. Okay, I feel like I'm way too close to the ground here. Nope, too steep. Yeah. Well, then again, I think it's also conceivable that this is not actually the plane that, Whoa. Oh, there we go. Thankfully, it's very forgiving right now.
Kathmandu Center, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna 152 3 miles west of Victor November Lima Kilo. Request flight following.
What? So
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Kathmandu.
So here's a question. Oh no, don't like it.
Walk 023 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
It's all up and down drafts from the mountains. That makes sense. That makes sense.
3 miles west of Victor November.
Okay. Oh, and Paul, like, it's just like, don't worry, you didn't sabotage me. Like, more powerful and balanced aircraft rather than Cessna.
Copy,
Yeah, like that
Cessna
makes
X-Ray
sense.
Golf Sierra.
Like I have, like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is just the one that I was familiar with from the training. And just before, coming here, I did the flight from Boston Logan to Nantucket, and I was successful with it. And even though it was a little scary because, like, I was doing live weather conditions, and so it was nighttime, so that got a little scary. Icon 85, easier to fly, huh? Okay, I'll try that. Okay, so there's the airport again. But I got a little more elevation on me now. Okay. So, Anadablum? Is that one of these mountains? Big white peak, dead center, nice. Alright. Oh, yeah. Oh, here, let me show this off for anyone who hasn't seen this yet. So this is the active pause. So obviously, right now. Oh yeah, I'm definitely too high for a landing. I wasn't actually going to try to land just yet, but oh yeah, so there's the river, I guess, that would lead up to Everest, right? But I was just demonstrating the active pause, so like, I can, I can, move around here where it's paused, and also I can go up like to the weather thing. I can say, oh well, it's clear skies, but what if it was raining? Or perhaps more likely here, what if it was snowing? And then I could, of course, change the time of day as well. So live weather is what it says right now. So we're just but the live weather. This is what would be like right now. So that would be bad. So maybe let's change that back to clear skies. Here we go. But I can make it be like just the rising sun. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. All right, so let's start again, and let's see if I can turn around and then maybe actually do a landing. How cool would that be? That seems like a very difficult runway to land on, because you're going like steep uphill coming into it, right? Reduce the throttle. Okay. Like to you have a recommended percentage? All right. So let me go this way a little while to give myself a little bit more room. Probably also. Yeah, I appreciate all these tips, by the way, because like I said, the game itself is very light on what it actually tells you about. So tell me about the flaps, because that's another thing that the game doesn't explain very well. So like right now, like, I feel like I'm not even sure what I'm looking at here on this screen, but when I'm in this mode, I have this little indicator for the flaps. And I think in the landing tutorial, landing tutorial, it tells you to flare the flaps with F8 just as you're coming in to land. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So I think I need a little bit more. Just need to not descend too much. All right. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Oh God. Okay. Too fast? Okay. Let's see. I feel like I'm losing too much altitude now, though. Oh no! Oh no! No, 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 no! Ah! Whoops! Taxi aircraft towards destination. Ah. All right. Well. There we go. Should probably. All right. So that was exciting. So let's take another. We can change the plane up and maybe look at another location. Anyone have another suggestion? Let's see, someplace easier. Well, like, so when I started, you know, at this session, I, you know, was flying around Boston, where I live. So, okay, so let's see, Icon, is that a propeller still? Is that, I got too many planes. Wait, so propellers. Let's see. San Diego? Okay. Let's see. Icon A5. Oh, that's the one. Ooh, look at that cute little thing. That is a cool looking little plane. Alright. Whoops. Typing is good. Let's see. Is one of those the main airport in San Diego? Like, I mean, a lot of them say San Diego. K-San. There we go. Okay. So let's see, what would like, I could fly into Hollywood. Let's see, what would that oh, that's, I guess, pretty long still, huh? Like, I'm not I'm not used to any of these times for like real time. Oh gosh, why am I so huge in here now? I didn't mean to make my face fill the full screen like that. 400-mile range. Well, I think right now I have it set to infinite fuel, but I also maybe don't necessarily want to fly for a full hour. Like, how do I unselect the delete arrival? There we go. So what about something a little closer? Just Oceanside. Yeah, that's a little closer. Alright, so flight conditions. I do live. It's gonna be kind of sunset there. California Dreaming. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's do it. We sunset out there on the west coast. Guidance to control the aircraft. See, assistance to all assists. Like that's looks and feels like a car. Yeah, it's this. It's cool looking. We'll see it, you know, more in the air. We'll go to Mexico. Yeah, okay, I could probably do that in the air, right? Or, you know, actually, I still need to figure out how to like change your flight plan in the air. Although probably like if you're really flying, like that's a no-no. Like you're probably not supposed to do that. You know, if you make a flight plan, they probably want you to actually do that. Makes sense. All right. Loading. So the loading screens are not too bad, although probably that's dependent on, you know, your internet speed and your hard drive speed and all of that good stuff. Sim brief for real flight.
Lindbergh Tower
Ooh,
Icon
wow.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra at runway 27 ready for takeoff departure to the north.
All right.
Icon Alpha Sierra X-ray
Yeah, look at
Golf
that little
Sierra.
thing. All right. First of all, let's just, oops, didn't mean to open that. Yeah, look at that little thing. Oh, the propeller's in the back. That's crazy. Alright. Alright. So, parking brake off. Throttle. The left drift. Yeah, I definitely was feeling the left drift, and I wondered if it was wind in the Cessna. Is like the Cessna just does that? Is that what's going on there? Interesting. That is really interesting. All right. Oh yeah. All right. So, staying in line with the runway
Icon
during
X-ray
initial
Golf
climb.
Sierra, continue for north departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
All right. Nice.
Lindbergh Tower Icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra continue for north departure.
Okay. Whoops. Okay, just flashed a bunch of different things at me. Let's see.
Icon X-ray Golf Sierra, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency
Alright.
change approved.
Lindbergh Tower Icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra frequency change.
Okay, so let's do a little active pause here and look around.
SoCal
San
approach
Diego.
Icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type icon 851 miles
Man,
northwest of Lindbergh.
this game is
1000
gorgeous. Like I don't
to
know
transition Bravo
San
airspace.
Diego, but
Icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra SoCal.
see, that's fascinating. It's really cool. Like, are you an actual pilot to know this, or you just do a lot of flight
Squawk
simulator?
033 for Icon X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Yeah, look at that.
Icon X-ray Golf Sierra radar contact 1 mile northwest of Lindbergh, 1,000 feet. Clear
Yeah,
through the
look at that.
Bravo airspace. Maintain on navigation.
All right, so yeah, I'm just right now, obviously, active
Cleared through
pause
the Bravo
to
airspace
just
Icon
look around
X-Ray
a little
Golf
bit.
Sierra.
Oh, there's the like downtown, I guess. Okay. All right. Unpause. Whoops. Look back forward again. You know what? I don't remember what it suggested as far as a cruising altitude for this flight. 2,600 feet? Like, so here's a question. Like, obviously, how many nautical miles is it? Like, I get that. But, like, what is the 2,600 feet? Is that the elevation? aerospace engineering student. Oh, very cool. 2,600 feet. Is that the elevation? That can't be right. Or is it? Like, because when I was going to Nantucket, it was 50. So that would make sense as an elevation. Cruise altitude. Okay. So, what am I at? Like, okay. Am I just, hang on. There's one. Okay. So, okay. Climb a little bit more. Correct the heading indicator. Like, so that's another one that I've had some question about, is that the, like, it's saying to set the heading indicator, and it says to hit the key, but I don't know what I'm looking at, like what it's doing. Turn on nav and strobes. Like, is that what that heading indicator is? But like, I don't know what I'm looking at for that. See, so it says to do that, and so I hit the key. All right, let me go ahead and finish climbing to 2,600 feet. Like when I'm trying to climb, the cockpit takes up a lot more of my view, which makes sense to some extent. See, it keeps telling me to do the heading indicator, but like I don't know what it's responding to, or like what makes it do that or not. Turn on the back panel lights. See, like these are here. Let me pause that. So, here, let's see. So, strobe and nav, turn off, strobe lights are on, nav lights are on. The back panel lights, would that be, is that one of these? Battery. Panel lighting brightness. I don't know, that doesn't seem any different right now. Flaps. It's got the little, yeah. Alright, well. Let's keep climbing here. I feel like I'm not, yeah. Go ahead and here we go. Let's get up to 2,600 feet that it's recommending. Ah! I feel like it's harder to climb in this one compared to the Cessna. Very aggressive in its beeping at me.
Icon X-ray Golf Sierra contact SoCal approach on 132.2.
132.2 for Icon X-ray Golf Sierra. SoCal approach icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra 5,300 feet.
Wait.
Icon Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra SoCal approach continue as planned. Altimeter 2.902.
Like, so I'm feeling like I see all of that terminology, but I don't know what it means. Okay. Handing over the radio to my co-pilot. Okay, I think that the AI just leveled me off when I got to that elevation, because I certainly hadn't been doing that. Alright, so I'm at my cruise altitude, or 2,600 feet anyway, right? Now I'm trying to get the trim. How do I, whoops. Okay. Trying to level out here. So the AI co-pilot, but like, I don't know what the controls are for that. Hang on. Let's see. AI control. Oh, yeah, so manage radio comms. Okay. Cruise altitude. So wait, what is, I'm having trouble with the trim here. I feel like I'm way overcorrecting in both directions. So what's the cruising altitude supposed to be? It's like supposed to be 26, like I thought that's what the 2,600 feet was, right? So like, am I not? Oh, what the hell? I'm bad at reading these instruments. But see, like, why does the objective say continue climb to designated cruise altitude? Okay, yeah, alright. So, I'm bad at reading those instruments, apparently. Like, okay, so, like, oh, okay, duh. Oh, God. Okay, now I was used to the one in the Cessna that had two hands like a clock. Alright, well. Going really fast now, apparently. Well, because I'm descending. That makes sense. Alright. Okay. Alright, see, once again, incorrect heading indicator, but like, what? You know, I can press D, but I don't know what that's actually doing or how I can tell. RPM is in yellow. Yeah, so I can reduce the throttle a little bit, right? To fix that? Go. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's again lower the throttle more and actually get back down towards that 2,600. So take just a moment to look around again. Enabling autopilot for a leveled flight. So that would be, what, the control aircraft? I mean, I could in the cockpit, huh? Okay, well, turn that off. So, well, first of all, I just wanted to look around a little bit because it's beautiful. All right. So, what am I looking at for the? Let's see. Got the landing gear. Yeah, for the level. Would be following the I-5. Is that's going to be this highway here, probably? Yeah. All right, so I'm definitely descending. That's good. So the autopilot to level flight. I'm just trying to like read all of these little cockpit things. Can it be enabled from the LCD panel? Like, yeah, I don't know. Look around the cockpit. It looks like the things that I can do in here seem to map to the things I'm already getting on my other controls up here. Oh, yeah, need to pay attention because now I'm descending past my, now I'm back. Alright. Let's try to level out. Alright. So again, like it keeps giving me this incorrect heading indicator, and I don't know why it keeps doing that or what it's intended to refer to, but all right. Okay, let's see. I could go up a little bit more, get back to the 2,600 feet. Okay. Whoops. Gentle. All right. All right. Oops. Yeah. Let's not go down so much. Right. Okay. Oh, let me get the map back on the screen here. All right. The sun is setting out there. Nice. All right, here, let's take another. That. That's so cool. And like the idea that it's literally using, you know, real satellite map data to do all this. It's not just programmed in. That's very cool. Oh, here I can hit unpause and still look around since I'm, let's see, I'm relatively like, there we go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Well, and then Boston looked really good too. Like, we flew around there. There was a few places in the city of Boston where where the gold dome for the state capitol building was supposed to be, it had kind of like a tree growing out of the roof, which was a little weird, but, at a certain point when it's doing so much so well, it feels ungenerous to be nitpicky about it. I'm still climbing just a little bit. I feel like compared to the Cessna, when I'm adjusting the trim, this one feels a lot more sensitive. It feels like it's not doing anything until I have overcorrected. But yeah, all right. So, we're going to come in. We're going to get to land at sunset again. Although, when I landed at Nantucket for that first flight, it was full on dark. So again, this heading indicator is weirding me out. Hang on, let's double check that my keyboard isn't doing a weird thing again. Okay, sure enough, it is. Okay, so alright, so I hit the key that should do what it's saying, but when it says set hitting indicator, what is that reflect? Other than me being able to make the message go away, I don't know what it's intended to be reflecting. So KCRQ is so I guess that's telling me if I were going to be trying to land at this airport, that's what I would be doing. But I'm not trying to land at that airport. I'm going on to Oceanside. Although, I have to say, it feels, I guess it's an air traffic control thing. I was just going to say, the idea that my landing approach requires me to come in from one direction and then swing around to be going, come in from the west and then turn all the way around 180 degrees as part of the landing. It's counterintuitive to me, but I don't know, what do I know? I mean, maybe if I actually remembered planes that I've actually been on, I would remember that they always do that. Autopilot right next to the radio panel in the middle. So is that, let's see, comm volume, transponder, tune code, below the LCD. The right one? Okay, so transponder on, is that what oh, transponder code, identify, tune code? I'm not sure yeah, sorry, it's the lag on the controls. Do you see Alt? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah? Transponder to ground? I mean, stand by.
Icon X-ray Golf Sierra verifies booking 0334.
What did I do? Okay. Transponder to altitude. Is that what I wanted? Okay. Flight level. Okay. Okay. Ah, what? So it's trying to make me go up now? Is that what's happening? Oops. Alright, hang on.
Icon X-ray Golf Sierra, your transponder appears inoperative or malfunctioning. Reset squawk 0334.
They're telling me your transponders is messed up, donked up. What are you doing? All right, so let's see. Increase digit. Oh, okay. So.
Icon X-ray Golf Sierra, your transponder appears inoperative or malfunctioning. Reset squawk 0334.
All right, yeah. So. Alright. Okay, now let's look at what I'm actually doing here. Whoa.
Icon X.
Alright.
SoCal approach icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is type icon A5 4 miles north of Palomar.
Alright, where was
Request
that?
flight following.
What was that
Icon
button that I
Alpha
pressed
Sierra
to
X-ray
show
Golf
the...
Sierra SoCal approach.
Alright,
Squawk
hang on.
0336.
Alright.
Squawk 0336 icon X-ray Golf Sierra.
Where's my, runway?
Icon X-ray Golf Sierra radar contact 4 miles southeast of Kilo Oscar, Kilo Bravo 2000 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
I mean, am I crazy? That doesn't...
Copy icon X-ray Golf Sierra.
Doesn't look like an airport? Oh, wait, is that it? What? So... Oh, okay, so I set a waypoint that was not an airport, I guess. Okay, well, so, hang on. Let's see. Nearest airport list. KOKB.
Kilo Oscar, Kilo Bravo, automated weather observation 0200 Zulu. Wind 25 beta 3. Visibility
Alright.
clear. Sky condition clear. Temperature 15 dew point.
Alright.
13 C.
Okay.
Altimeter 29.902.
Helps, I suppose, if you set your destination to be an airport. I guess I did. Oh, you know what? The symbol is different. The little arrow instead of the crosshair. That would make sense, I guess. Okay. Alright. So I'm looking, I think... Yeah, there's my little approach lights. I wonder if that was part of why it kept telling me that the heading indicator thing was wrong. Like, it was trying to tell me, you know, you're trying to go to, like, incorrect heading indicator, but, like... But you know, like, I saw where that little waypoint was, and it was definitely not, like... it was definitely not where the, there was an airport there. Alright, so... Alright. Lowering the throttle. Gotta come in and line myself up. Alright, okay. First time landing this plane, I am definitely too high. Alright, flaps. Ooh, yeah, I'm too high. When I'm gonna do it, no, well, you know what? I should probably come around again. But I'm not gonna. Oh, landing gear would be good. Bonk, bonk, bonk. All right, I did it. Sort of. Yay! All right. So, and exit runway probably would be good. So. Why am I not? Did I put my brake on again? Oh, there we go. I hurt my wheel or something because I'm definitely pulling to the left now. All right. Another success. Ta-da! Cool. All right. Yeah. All right. So, unless this place has suffered some, you know, bombing damage, I think we've got a little bit of, you know, our modeling issues there. All right. Cool. So, taxi aircraft towards destination. So, but yeah, all right. So that was pretty good. I don't know. Any additional requests? Let's see. Whoops, that's not what I meant. Go back to the main menu. That's pretty cool. Let's Cairo, Egypt. There you go. Yeah, the pyramids are definitely in this. I've seen the you know, seen them in like reviews. All right, Cairo. There we go. Yes, reference to Fate of Cthulhu, because Prince Justin played in a game of that with me. It had stuff happen in Cairo. Here, let's see what we got. Medium pyramid. Oh, actually, there's, yeah, look, there's a whole bunch of stuff all right there. Okay, yeah, so maybe set that as an arrival, and it'll be a good, like, flying over all that stuff. Perfect. Oh, well, I guess I can do anything I want, even though I set it to the destination. We'll see if it tries to overcorrect me. Actually, let me, for a brief moment while it's loading anyway, whoops, I need to just refill my drink. Be right back. refilled my beverage, and I will go ahead and suggest that I have added something to it that we hope real pilots would never do.
Alpha Sierra X-ray
At least
Golf
not when they're
Sierra
about
ready
to fly.
for departure to the south at runway 23 center.
Oh, I forgot to make it daytime.
Icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf
I
Sierra
can do that
cleared for
anytime.
takeoff runway 23 center south departure
Alright.
approved.
Yeah, let's definitely make it daytime though. Weather. Oops. Yeah. All right. So let's. All right. Well, the airport itself is big, not terribly impressive otherwise, but that's, you know, nothing wrong with that. Just an airport after all. All right. Let's do it. Do it. Reaching down to pet my little dog. All right, there we go. Landing gear up. Staying in line with departure runway during initial climb. All right.
Icon X-ray Golf Sierra, continue for south departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
All right. So,
Cairo Tower Icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra continue for south departure.
okay. My dog is woofing at me. Let's see, reach cruise altitude, but it says only 100 feet. Like, is it really suggesting that I'm flying down around doing this flight at 100 feet? That doesn't seem possible. Like, I don't understand their little, their little indicators. Alright. Take a look around here.
Icon X-ray Golf Sierra, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Okay. Alright.
Cairo Tower Icon
Frequency.
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra frequency change.
My dog. Let's see.
Cairo approach Icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra
Okay.
is type icon 852 miles south of Cairo 1,100 feet.
Alright,
Request
so
clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Cairo approach. Squawk 7133.
like
Squawk 7133 Icon X-ray Golf Sierra.
has to be the height of the destination airport. Like, right, yeah, I agree. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense. I don't know why.
South of Cairo 1,300
Yeah.
feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace. Maintain on navigation.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace Icon X-ray Golf Sierra.
Guess. Is that like, it's kind of a neat shaped neighborhood there. You know what I should have done is actually set waypoints at the things that we wanted to actually see. So it wouldn't be this like, you know, am I gonna miss it sort of thing, right? Like, I don't know, it's like, is it gonna be obvious when we fly? Oh wait, hang on. There we go. There's some So let's just go over there. Pyramids! Pyramids right ahead! Alright. So let's... You know what I'm also going to do is be irresponsible, and I'm going to fly lower to the ground. Because, you know, it's not real life. Actually, and also since I have a duplicate map here, I can get rid of this one. Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing a lot of these points of interest thing there. Actually, I wonder... Let's see. Oh no! Something's happening. Yeah, let's... Fly to where those little points of interest indicators are. Try to see what they are. Alright. Almost at something. Like, the pyramids are obvious, but some of these, like, I don't know what I'm looking for. Oh, hang on. Let's see. Can I go to the... I don't know if I can look at the whole big world map again without, now this is what I'm seeing now. Like, according to the map, like I'm right over something. Is it maybe that thing? I don't know. Oh, there we go. There's a thing that's labeled. Yeah, there we go. I think I was fooled by the scale of how far zoomed out I was. I was kind of assuming these things were closer together. Cool. Oh man, you can really see the difference in the landscape, right? I mean, you see this part where it's kind of, you know, moderately more green, and then you have the very green river valley, and then not so much after that. Like, are those golf courses? Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go see some of these things. It's interesting where, like, sometimes it'll model cars, but it sometimes where it puts them is weird. Like, look at this little guy right down there. Like, it's doing this little automatic animation when there's roads. Ooh. Look at just the geography of this city is very cool. Yeah, I definitely see the pyramids up there. Yeah, that's kind of why I started heading in this direction. But I want to see some of these other things too. Yeah, see, look. Oh man, look how dense this whole place is. I could actually even be flying even lower. Oh yeah, there's the traffic. Yeah. Oh, look at that thing. Alright, yeah. Sometimes it's easy to lose control of the camera a little bit when you're in the outside view mode. Ooh, very cool. Yeah, this is the sort of flying over Cairo that they would probably not appreciate you doing in real life. You can definitely see like which of these models are like, which of these buildings are specifically modeled versus which ones of these buildings are just generic textured. It's still pretty cool though. Cairo Tower. Ooh, look at that thing. Lovely museum. I would be in denial if I didn't say so. Yeah. Supreme Council of Universities. Interesting. I definitely see the pyramids over there, so. Yeah. Oh, here's something to play with just a little bit. Let's briefly play with what time of day. spider could just drag and it's like, oh. Kind of like daytime better though. Like sunrise. There we go. That's pretty good. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no! Alright, well, it looks like we're about to crash again. Not the plane, but the program. I have had, 4 or 5 crashes of the program, and, what are you gonna do? Oh wait, no! Oh good! Whew. I have had it crash all the way out to Windows, but thankfully it was able to save itself this time. That's a pretty neat building too. And now those pyramids and the Sphinx. Nice. And like I had heard that this was true before, but like you have this part of the city that's just right by the river and everything's super green, but then like the pyramids are just right there, and then after that it's just like nothing. Sunrise actually makes me think of Lawrence of Arabia. Although obviously, that's Arabia, not Egypt, but all right, I feel like to see the pyramids, you need to see those in the daytime. That's when they look like. The trick is not minding that it hurts. That's correct. Those sure are some pyramids. Wow, look how big they are. I have to confess, having never seen them in person, I feel like I didn't know they were that big.
Icon X-ray Golf Sierra, you're leaving my airspace radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Frequency change approved.
Squawk 7000. Frequency change approved. Icon X-ray Golf Sierra.
Yeah, look, there's the Sphinx.
Approach icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is type icon 856 miles west of Hotel Echo Alpha Juliet. Request flight following.
Icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra approach. Squawk 0615.
Yeah, look at that. Oh,
Squawk
man.
0615 icon X-ray Golf Sierra.
Icon X-ray Golf Sierra radar contact 6
Wow.
Hotel Echo Alpha Juliet 500 feet. altimeter 29.2.
Copy icon X-ray Golf Sierra.
Yeah, let's.
Approach icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Maybe not crash the plane into the Great
Icon
Pyramids.
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra approach. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Cleared through Bravo airspace icon X-ray Golf Sierra.
Yeah, look at that. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Very nice. Alright, cool. Let's get some elevation back up and maybe actually fly to this other airport. And then maybe that's a good point to stop for tonight. I mean, not that it's like right away, because it's going to take a little while to get there. 45 nautical miles. But man, that's cool. That's so cool. Oh man, I'm just thinking of all the other places that I want to kind of go there, like Machu Picchu, the Grand Canyon, like Pacific Islands. Oh boy, and then just get out here and it's like, you know, look how dense and green it is, and then, yeah, New Zealand, for sure. It's just such a stark contrast, right? Like, yeah, you know, it helps scratch that travel itch, you know, with everyone locked in. And I tell you though, one of the things that, like, I can't help but be struck by when I'm doing the cockpit view here is just that, like, it blocks so much of your view. I mean, it's cool, but I just sort of feel like, I mean, I keep being tempted to, like, pitch the nose down so I can see, but then you crash. But, you know, I mean, I suppose you do need all of the instruments, and so, but yeah, just for scenery and all. Right. Different instruments here. Water rudder. Oh, this one is amphibious, I think. Parking brake. Parachute. Dang, look at all that stuff. So is this like... Alright, well, yeah, I was gonna say, like, maybe make sure I'm not crashing while I look at all that stuff. That's crazy. Yeah, so this is going to be a little while to get there, but like this is just another opportunity to kind of reflect on something I was talking about earlier with the Nantucket flight, that there's just something really kind of chill about this. Like, it requires you to be paying attention, but not necessarily constantly your full attention. But it's kind of meditative in that way. And I was talking about how it's kind of feels a little bit like an antidote to doom scrolling, you know, because it requires you to be paying attention to this and not be distracted by other things. Like, you can have momentary asides where you look at something else. You mostly have to keep paying attention, and in the meantime, it's beautiful. It's just got the sort of the nice white noise drone to it. And just like, oh, it looks like according to the map here, we maybe have a few more points of interest. Look at, oh yeah, see, so that's interesting. So what? See more stuff over there, but there's also stuff on that side according to this. I think I want to go investigate what that, like, those are just those little things down there. What is that? Like, that whole thing right there, like, I wonder what that is.
Icon X-ray Golf Sierra contact Cairo approach on 124.375.
Going to 124.375 Icon X-ray Golf Sierra. Cairo approach Icon Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf
Oh,
Sierra.
you know what?
1400.
Yeah, that's one thing that you could be. Solar
Icon
power.
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Cairo approach continue as planned.
Oh, you know what? There's one more thing that I definitely have to try before signing off tonight. It was something that was the very first request on the stream tonight, and that's a barrel roll. Now, I have no idea if this plane is good for barrel rolls. Probably not. But let's see if I can do it. All right, 3, 2, 1. Ah! Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was close. It wasn't like the fast one, but yeah, let's try the other way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I have to, like, when I'm upside down, I have to, like, correct the other direction, right? Like, okay. Oh, just realized I can, got some quick camera settings there. Alright, so let's try. Yeah. There we go. Alright, try a loop-de-loop. Yeah! Nice. I suspect that if I didn't have all of the assists on that made this sort of like, you know, quote-unquote easy mode, I don't know if that would have been as easy to do. some other stuff over there. Oh, I wonder what, like, that looks like something. Yeah. This plane is slow for that. Yeah. It's taking longer to get there than I was thinking. But you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? No, I don't know. I'm gonna fly low over this red colored thing. And then, you know what, I'm gonna, after I fly low to this red colored thing and see what that is, I'm gonna try a desert landing. Slew? Yeah, I don't know. That's another, just this game doesn't explain a lot of stuff. Alright, let's get the map back out again. And it doesn't mark that as anything. Some neat formation. It's got some plant stuff. Like a little oasis sort of place. Alright. Alright, since it seems clear at this point that it would take like another half an hour to get all the way there, I'm just gonna land in the desert, yeah. Well, okay, so here's the question. Do I try to land safely, or do I try to land spectacularly? Like go up high and then just like I mean, crashing just cuts to black here, but what's the vote? Spectacular. All right. All right. Throttle up. I don't want to stall right away. Get some elevation. Wow. All right. Yeah. Do this for a little bit just to get some height. And then I think it's more interesting